At that job, I worked as a call center representative at a credit union, which explains all the crying. It was a hard job because often people would tell me to fuck off when I gave them their own account balance. I didn't make that $400 transaction on OnlyFans. That was you. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Yeah. But if they weren't just swearing at me, they were saying whatever thought came to their mind, no matter how inappropriate. During my time there, I had a few people, well, old men. Yeah, horny old men, which are the worst kind of men, tell me that I had the perfect voice to work as a phone sex operator. All right. I don't really know what made them say that. You know, my phone would ring and I would answer it and I would say, "Thank you for calling the credit union. This is Heather. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?" Which is professional when you're not crying your way through it. Apparently, they heard, "This is Heather. How can I pleasure you today?" I could never work as a phone sex operator, obviously. That's as good as it gets, which isn't great. I can't talk sexy. I actually learned I can't be sexy at all. I've tried. A few years ago, I tried to surprise my husband by being sexy. You know, I put on the music, I put on the lingerie, I put on the strap-on. I did everything I was supposed to do. He was surprised. And he loved it. He picked me up and threw me on the bed, right where I had put my glasses. So all that work, we didn't even have sex because it was 4 o'clock on a Friday. I had to call my eye doctor before they closed. Makes sense why I keep my glasses on during sex now. I know where they are. Yeah, a little side note about that story. The first time I told that story on a stage was in front of my parents and my in-laws. It was a little awkward, you know, to say that in front of them, but not as awkward as my parents asking me what a strap-on is. More trauma. You know, but overall, I don't feel too weird talking about sex in front of my family. My husband and I do have a baby, so everyone knows we've had sex once, you know. Well, they know I've had sex because I have the proof, but like, what's the proof that my husband's the father, you know? I mean, one could have done it, right? Except that my son looks exactly like my husband, or his brother. When we were trying to get pregnant, me and my husband, his brother was an accident. When we were trying, we didn't tell anyone we were trying. I feel like that's a weird brag, like, hey, guess how much unprotected sex we're having? We're doing it everywhere. The couch, the chair, the floor, the bed, the butt. Yeah, which does explain why it took us so long to get pregnant. But we got pregnant, you know. And everyone was so excited for us when we told them. And I was excited too for the first couple of weeks, because that's when the morning sickness started. And afternoon sickness and evening sickness, it was great. I was throwing up all the time. As an added bonus, every time I threw up, I peed my pants. I like that you're nodding along with that. Yeah, you relate. Yeah. It got to the point where I had to start wearing adult diapers 24/7. Remember when I told you I couldn't be sexy? There's another example. Yeah, so my pregnancy was great. I had this beautiful pregnancy glow that was just toilet water backsplash. I had this great pregnancy waddle that was just me walking in my pee-filled diaper. Really a magical time. After that, my husband and I decided no more kids, because I'm not doing that again. So he scheduled a vasectomy. And I tried to be the best wife. And I said, honey, are you nervous? You know, is there anything that I can do to help you through this? And my friend overheard me and she said, Heather, do you remember, I don't know, like a year ago when you got sliced in half like a magician's assistant to bring the baby into the world? I don't know. Like, I bet they can take the scissors to his balls and he'll be fine. Yeah, you got a point, you got a point. And I'm here to tell you he is fine. He survived. He is at home shooting blanks right now. That's fine, you know. But I learned something great, you know, about having a husband who has a vasectomy. Guess how much unprotected sex we're having? We are doing it everywhere, yeah. Couch, chair, floor, bed, not in the butt. We've been married for 7 years. We're done with butt stuff by now.